Hey, good morning. So, what's up, guys? We are day 10 into the new year and episode 9 of my Art of Reflection series, just to keep y'all updated and on what we on in the flow of things. So, yeah, if you haven't already, go back and watch my previous video so y'all can get caught up to this point. But as I say, it is not necessary because all information is valuable, is needed, and it will help you. So don't sweat it. But I do highly suggest, if you want to see my growth, if you want to see me get to this point, if you want to see how everything's been going, go back to those previous videos. Now, let's get into the intro. Hey, it's your girl Tay, and welcome back to my channel. Here I give you your healthy dose of big sister advice to help you make the changes that'll progress you forward for your highest and greatest good. Now, if you resonate with that and that sounds good to you, please click that like button, subscribe, and tap that bell so you'll be notified of every time I post. Now let's get into the video. Yo. Today I'm having some issues. Like, my tongue just did not want to work for my intro. So, yeah, I had to record that a couple times. But, anywho, today, which is, it's pretty, but I'm annoyed. I'm a little annoyed today. And I'm going to tell you why. I woke up, again, I went to sleep very late. And I'm like, now I'm realizing, okay, the devil will try to throw you off in a different way when they can't get you the way they wanted to. So, after I told you that little situation happened with my ex, how he tried to pop back up, and I wasn't going for it, y'all. Yeah, it's like my sleep schedule has been thrown off. And I woke up very late today compared to what I do on regular days. Normally I be up around 5:30. I didn't get out the bed until 7:30, and I'm making this video at 8:20. And by the time it be this time, I'll be already editing and halfway done with the editing. So I'm just kind of annoyed. And then it's snowing. Yes, it's snowing. Here in Memphis, it's snowing and I'm annoyed. Cause you know what snow means. I'm self-employed, so if it snows, my work kind of gets affected. I mean, everybody's works get affected, but my work really gets affected. Cause if I don't do nothing, I don't make no money. So I'm annoyed. So that's today's topic. Or today's take, rather. This is not what we're talking about in the video, but I ain't gonna let that bother me. I'm gonna be positive, because positivity, peace, love, and light, that's what we're talking about. We're not gonna let minor setbacks ruin the whole week or the whole month, because it's only a minor setback, and that's the T for you right there. A day don't make a year. A day don't make a week don't make a month, and a month don't make a year. Remember that. Gold-worthy advice. Best thing that be helping me. But what we are talking about today is, since we've been on this pattern and stride of reflection and becoming a better you, today we're going to be talking about how to identify your uniqueness. Like, what makes you you? What makes you click? What makes you light up with fire? What brings you passion? What brings you life? What brings you a higher state of vibration and creativity? What makes you you? What are your strengths? That's what we're talking about today. So, if you're ready, get your pens, papers, and notebooks, and get you a cup of tea, or get you a cup of wine, or get you some water, because it's 8:20. I don't know, if y'all over here like me, you might be snowed in too. But get you something to drink, sit back, relax, get your cozy little blanket, and let's get into this word for today. So, basically how you want to find out your uniqueness, because as I've told you, everything is building up to a grand finale of info. And this goes hand in hand with learning how to forge and create your dream self, because everyone has something they're good at. Everyone has something that makes them unique. I mean, that's the beauty of life, because God made everybody different, and no two people is the same, not even twins. Yes, they're the same, but down to that minute basic piece of DNA, it can be different, even down to the personality. No two people are the same. So you need to learn on this journey of learning how to build your dream self. You need to know what already makes you unique and what you're good at, what's your strengths. Because as I've been telling you, you don't want to be beating yourself down and thinking everything is negative, and everything must go and everything needs to be changed, because that's farthest from the truth. So I got 4 tips for you today to learn how to, get these things in action and identify and really pick out a lineup what things are beneficial to you in the now and will still be beneficial to you on becoming your dream self, and what you're already good at and powerful at doing, and if you was to exercise it on a regular and put it out to the world, you can add significant value. We're going to learn how to identify those things today. So tip number 1, regularly assess yourself. And I said this in a previous video, but we're going to put it in terms of identifying your strengths, identify your uniqueness, because your strengths and your uniqueness is going to be more than likely your gift to the world. Like, one thing while I've been reflecting and, talking to friends and everything, one thing I have always gotten was compliments on my ability to give great advice, or compliments on my ability to be nurturing, or my ability to just overall be an energy shifter in the room. Like, I've always gotten compliments on that from my friends, and looking back on it, I've always gotten compliments on those very same aspects, just in a different word lineup from my relationships. So now I realize, outside of my other spiritual gifts that been given to me, that I was able to identify through dreams and everything, those things are what make me unique. Those things are my strengths. So I have a gift of nurturing, and a gift of speech, and a gift of wisdom, and everybody don't have those type of things. So regularly assess yourself. What do you always get complimented on? What do people always say they love about you? What do you know for a fact you can do with your eyes closed, hands tied behind your back? What are those things that you can do effortlessly? What are those things that bring you life and joy and happiness? Those are your strengths. Those are the things that you are very freaking good at. So nurture them. And the way you do that is track your achievements. Regularly review your success. Regularly review the things that you have done very well or done to completion and that made you feel good on the inside. Track those things. Take a mental note or a written note of, hey, such and such is good at crocheting, she does it very well, or such and such is good at cooking, or such and such is good at, being able to do digital graphics or whatever. or such and such has a gift of speaking. Track those things and acknowledge them and write them down and put them somewhere where you can remember, like, okay, I got these things right here. I know for a fact I'm good at it. Now let me see how I could step into my purpose off of them. And that's how you tend to really define who you want your dream self to be and what lane you want to go in. So boom. Second point to that, identify patterns. Look for themes in areas where you're powerful in and you stand out the most in. As I said, for somebody it could be arts and crafts, like somebody's good at crocheting, weaving, embroidery, whatever. Or it could be the gift of public speaking, it could be the gift of public relations, it could be the gift of hospitality, it could be the gift of any arena. Learn to identify what arena you're good at. It could be digital creation, video creation, photography. Learn to identify what area, when you think back on the things that you did or the things you have done and they made you feel happy, successful, and alive. Think back what the thing was and what area it identified with to know what lane you need to go into to forge your dream self. And as I said at the start of this video, use feedback. Ask the people you feel who are closest to you. Ask the people if y'all are cool like that from past relationships, if y'all on good terms like that. Ask the people you've worked with and they can see you for who you are and not just as an employee or a co-worker. Ask the people who are your friends, who are your cousins, anybody you hold dear to your heart, or anybody who you are in constant connection with. Ask those people, because they are able to see things that you as a individual are not able to see about yourself, because as I always say, the eye cannot view itself. So at this point, I welcome a third party to tell you, yeah, you really good at making a person feel good and give good advice when a person is going through something. Or you really good at cooking and hosting parties, or you really good at digital creation. Whatever it is, they are going to be able to really give you the rundown on the things they feel you're good at and the things that they see in you. And they also going to be like throwing ideas out to you too, because this is what my friends did. And they're going to say, yeah, you should go ahead and, for an example, because I already had the thought to do it on YouTube, but my friends even backed me up on it. They was like, yeah, you should go ahead and do YouTube because you do give very good advice. Boom. Now I'm here on YouTube. So use your village to learn yourself better in terms of the things that you feel are your strengths and your uniqueness, because they will see it in you before you do. So just ask and stop being so scared of what a person might say. That's another thing. Y'all be holding yourselves back because y'all scared of what people gonna say about you. Stop being afraid of being seen and ask these people, what do they seem valuable in you? And if you feel like you ain't got no friends around you that see any value in you, and you just here to be here and you just coasting along with them as individuals, those are not your friends and you need new ones. Or even with coworkers, if they just see you as an employee or a coworker and they don't really see you as an individual and a person, and they can't identify with who you are, and not saying everybody is going to resonate with who you are, but if they can't identify with who you are, you need a new job. That is dead end, lifeless, undesirable, low vibrational territory. You need a new job, you need new people around you, you need something that's gonna see you for who you are and encourage growth. And I promote that in every aspect of life. I don't care. I'm not the type that's gonna tell you stay with a job or stay around people for 35, 40, 50 years and they not seeing who you are as a person. That is very low vibrational. That is dead energy. And that is energetic vampires feasting off you, harvesting your light and your purpose. Well, not your purpose, your light and your potential to exercise your purpose. Get out of it. That is a toxic environment. Just saying, get out of it. Now, tip number 2, explore your passions and interests. So, as I said, you might be a person who you are drawn to cooking. Do that. If you love to cook, do that. Get real good at it. Get so good at it you want Michelin star level if that's what you want to do. Or you might be a person where you've been thinking about for a while to do pole dancing, because this is actually one that I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about it for a while. I'm getting myself in position where I'm going to be able to take those pole dancing lessons. And it might be the same for you. Do the same thing. Get yourself in a position where you can end up going to take those pole dancing lessons. You might feel that way about yoga. You might feel that way about painting. You might feel that way about learning how to crochet. Or you already do it and this is a passion. So identify your interests and your passions and start to exercise them in your daily life, because that will help you to get clear, and it'll even give you intuitive downloads about what you should be doing currently in your life to get yourself to your higher purpose and your higher self as a whole. So just start to engage on new experiences. Get out your comfort zone. If you have always went to the movies as a means of entertainment, make it a priority to do something different every week if you have that ability, or every 2 weeks, or every month. Just do something different. And then notice what excites you. Pay attention to those things. When somebody brings up a particular topic, how does it make you feel? Or when you bring up a specific thing to yourself, how does it make you feel? Do you get all bubbly and giddy on the inside? Do you get super excited? Is this something you could talk about for days and days and days on end? Identify those things, because those are basically nudges from your higher self saying, hey, it's me, this is what I want to do, this is what I like to do, this is what we are desiring to be. So pay attention. Be very intuitive when it comes down to your hobbies and entertainment, and go within to recreate the vision on the out. Just saying. And lastly, always ask yourself why. Ask yourself why you're passionate about these things, or why you feel you want to exercise and, start to do these things. And write down, talk it out in your audio video diary. Write it down and go back and read what you said to yourself. Because, as I said, those are markers and nudges and pushes from your higher self, trying to push you in the direction to help them come out, help them be expressed on a daily, help them, exercise the things that they know are going to bring you closer and closer and closer, and give you that creative insight. Even if it's not fueling your passion, is giving you the creative insight to then go act on your passion and purpose to become a better you and to do the things that they know is going to make you a better you, or is going to shape your personality and your mental to be in a better place to cultivate the things you need in your life on a daily for your higher self. I know that was kind of loaded, but it all goes hand in hand. You got to ask yourself why to understand why you need to do it. There's no way to get around it. Without a why, it's basically just thoughts in the wind. You basically just putting a whole lot of thought and no action into something. But once you get that why and you solidify it, then the action follows. Tip number 3, as I said, I'm an advocate for journaling. So you're just gonna journal for clarity. Ask yourself things like, what do I like to do? What am I interested in? What do I wanna do? What does my higher self do on a day-to-day for fun? What does my higher self do on a day-to-day for leisure, relaxation? Just understand and ask yourself those things. Because as I said previously, it's gonna help you to identify which way you need to go. It's gonna help you to know if you're a creative person. It's gonna help you to know if you are a intuitive person, a philosopher, scholar type person. If you're a very athletic person, you like things to challenge you, you a adventurous individual, you a thrill seeker, it's gonna help you learn and know. And yeah, it's just very beneficial to this point. You need to ask yourself all those things, and you also need to write down when you felt the least alive. What jobs were you working? What situations were you in? What was the challenges you had at those jobs or in those places? What challenges do you have as a person? What strengths you have as a person? And just review as you constantly write. Go back and review them. Go back and reread them and understand. Like I said, when you're writing out these things, you're not doing it to beat yourself down. I don't want y'all to do that. Don't beat yourself down. Don't make yourself feel worthless or nothing like that. Write it down so you can get clear on what your weaknesses are. Like, what is the jobs that you've been working that you've always quit? Like me, I've worked retail, I've worked warehouse. Neither have ever put me in a position where I could be creative. Me, I'm a very creative person. I love creative writing because I like poems. I love basically taking pictures and videos, which is why I'm on YouTube, which is why I make my own thumbnails. I love digital creation, which is also why I'm on YouTube. I've been practicing making ebooks. I've made brochures. I've made flyers and stuff. I've done it for myself. I'm a creative person, but my creation lies in the written arts and the visual arts side of things. I would only be able to know that about myself as if I journaled about it. I know I'm not good at retail because, yeah, I'm not a person who always believes the customer is right. And if you're wrong, I'm gonna let you know you're wrong. Can't do that. But I do have good customer service if you come to me in terms of, yeah, we need a situation handled, or we need this, that, and the third. But complaints, I'm not really one that does well with complaints, especially if I know you're complaining about nonsense. But that's just me. And with warehouse, I know I'm not a person of hard labor. I do not thrive to exercise hard labor all day. I don't like being on my feet all day. I don't like the uniformity of having a job. Like, I don't like being told when I could go to the restroom, being told when I can go on lunch, being told when I could have a day off or not. I don't like it. And I'm only able to tell you these things and know that those are my weaknesses because, yeah, I journaled about them. I got real clear. I went back. I can't work fast food because, yeah, no. Absolutely not. I don't desire hospitality because I don't like a lot of people in my space. I don't like catering to a person in that nature. So I know that's not for me. And I only got clear on that because I journaled about it. So do those journal entries. Learn what your strengths and weaknesses are based off of past experiences. Learn what lights you up on the inside just from thinking about it or you have previously done. And keep them somewhere where you can reference back to. Now, my last and final tip, practice mindfulness. You need to meditate. And in this particular type of meditation, don't say nothing to yourself. In fact, I want you to set the intention of when you start to meditate, God, please send me information on what I like to do. What are my strengths? Reveal to me what I'm good at. Reveal to me what brings me joy, what brings me happiness, what lights me up with excitement. Reveal to me the things that will shape me to be a better person. Sit back and listen. Don't play no music. Don't play anything. When you ask that and you set that intention, go into that meditation, get into a comfortable position and listen. Listen to the thoughts that flow through your mind. Listen to the things that pop up into your heart. And though when you get out that meditation, write them things down. And this is your blueprint to begin to understand what things you need to implement into your life to draw you closer to your higher self and understand your uniqueness and also understand what your strengths are. That is how you're going to get there. Secondly, ask yourself really probing questions. Ask yourself, what things am I proud of? What things have I done that made me feel the best? What things made me feel the worst? What comes naturally to me? Get that information and really meditate on it. And that's how you end up being clear on what you need to do and what makes you you and what you're good at. And basically, just to finish it all off, just be patient. Like I say in this like I said in my last couple of videos, be patient. You can't have instant gratification on this. You can't put yourself in a loop of, oh, I need it right now, If I don't got it, it's just, yeah, I'm not doing something right. No, you can't be like that. Be patient, be compassionate, be loving, be kind. And walk into this particular point of your journey with the mindset that I'm discovering me. I'm learning who I am. I'm getting a newfound outlook on who I have been as an individual, and who I'm becoming as a man or a woman. Don't rush that process. Take all the time that's needed to get to know you. Because if I be honest with you, I'm still getting to know me. So If Rome wasn't built in a day, neither will you be. And yeah, this is all I have for you today. And if this message resonated with you, please type type 244 in the comments. I'm gonna have to look up that one because this is the first time I've heard that one, but 244 in the comments. And once again, click that like button, subscribe, and tap that bell so you're notified of every time I post. And just to walk out of this, always remember, protect your peace, protect your mind, protect your vision. And I will see you in the next one.